Happy Friday, everybody. October 2nd, 2020. And I've been doing these updates almost weekly, almost every week for the last 4 or 5 months, giving you an update as to what's going on in the Villages community in Florida. Glenn Stein, Realty Executives in the Villages, broker owner. Hope you're doing well, staying safe. And just give you an idea of what's going on. We're starting to see a pickup in the number of people that are inquiring about seasonal rentals. We're also seeing a pickup in traffic in certain areas at open house. We've seen it's been a real interesting year, obviously, around the country, around the world, but specifically in real estate in our area. We've seen, first of all, we saw a complete plummet back in March, April, where nobody was looking at properties. And then obviously it's picked up. It picked up in the middle of summer, then it came down, and then it went nuts for a couple of months towards the end of summer. And then most recently, last 4 weeks, it's actually slowed down a bit, where traffic at open house has been slower. Also, we've seen a slowdown in the number of pendings or properties that are going under contract, real buyers that are buying properties. It hasn't disappeared, but low. And just to give you an idea, perspective, going from like mid 40s every single week to now, mid 30s every single week. So a drop off about 20% of the properties that normally would go under contract. A little bit of a slowdown there over the last 4 weeks. Part of that is COVID. Part of that is the time of year. Typically September has been a slower time of year for traffic. It's kind of a transition time between summer and fall. And also, this being a presidential year, typically things slow down anyway. So I'm going to give you an update for the last 7 days. There were 55 new properties on the market, which is actually the largest amount of properties that have come on the market, I think, any week this year, the largest number. So a lot more properties coming on the market. There was about 380 properties that we had available to buy in the Villages, which is, I think, pretty close to a record. We've never had that much inventory in the marketplace, which means that it starts to shift towards a little bit of a buyer's market in certain areas. I think there are pockets where it's still a seller's market, but there's pockets where it's a buyer's market. 45 price decreases, price reductions, and 50 closed, which is pretty close to a record number, probably coming from August showings. And then 39 under contract, which is higher than what we've seen. So encouraging news, more buyers coming in the marketplace, more contracts than probably the highest number in the last 6 weeks. So that's encouraging. Still, we're getting a lot of inventory as well. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that. If you have questions, Glenn Stein, Realty Executives in the Villages, 352-572-3796, 352-572-3796. Also, you can find us at buysellthevillages.com.